Night of Champions, or Night of Champion I suppose, is happening in Saudi Arabia very soon, and while I'm sure lots of belts will be defended, there is just one championship that we are now all interested in, the brand new WWE World Heavyweight title. And there's no point getting into an argument about whether this is the right idea or whether it's the wrong idea, because WWE has already decided they are going to do it. So instead, let's take our brain power and let's take our energy and apparently ruin our backs by leaning backwards and decide who should become this brand new title holder. And I think it should be Seth Rollins. Why? Here's why. Now, I did do a similar video to this recently, which has now become absolutely ruined, because I didn't realize that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns were going to be on different brands after the draft. Whoops. Basically, I thought that we could then finish the story, because it would be the American Nightmare defeating the head of the table, and he could win the championship with the lineage that tied back to his father, and then we could do the Dance of Joy. Now, I actually do think we're still going to get there, but that's why we're about to get into the nitty-gritty. So if you don't like fantasy booking, well, you do. All wrestling fans do. We just pretend we don't in 2023. That's ridiculous. Despite all that, though, I still think Seth Rollins is the man of the hour just because it's his time. Sometimes it does just come down to that. He's been waiting, and the Seth alarm is going off. Now, it does all tie back into these rumors that started at the start of the year. That was a stupid thing to say. When all of a sudden a bunch of wrestling websites were like, look, at WrestleMania, we are going to have a brand new championship, and it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. Now, this was on the cards, hence why this brand new title did pop up. When we got to WrestleMania 39, well, we didn't do anything with this at all, probably because it was meant to be Roman Reigns versus The Rock. The Rock went, I can't do it. Now, given where we have arrived as well, I can see it, because do not forget, over the last year and a half, or 2 years, I suppose, Seth Rollins has been very vocal going, you see all these guys that Roman Reigns has defeated? Well, he didn't defeat me. We fought each other at the Royal Rumble, and it ended in a disqualification. So no one pinned my shoulders to the mat. I'm the man. This kind of tied into Drew McIntyre as well, because he got screwed at Clash of the Castle, and as for Cody, well, he would have had to have been involved, because everybody was going crazy for Rhodes. If you had ignored him, you would have pissed everybody off, including me. I don't get pissed off very easily. You also do have the fact that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins took on each other 3 times at the start of 2022, with the American Nightmare winning all 3, including that Hell in a Cell match when he had a torn pec. Now, I consider that a masterpiece, and how they got through it, I'll never know. But when Seth did lose, I raised an eyebrow and I was like, I think this is going to tie into something down the line. Because just to double down on what I said as well, of course Cody Rhodes is a megastar and I want him to continue to have all this momentum, but you can't just have the highlight looking right at him. So Seth has to do something, and so does Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre and a bunch of other people. Hell, let's get Gunther in there as well. We should be looking to the future, and we should be going, well, how can we get all of these guys to the main event? Go and do that. It's the same with the women, but that's a different video. However, I do have a plan B, so let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. If you joined in with me and made a noise, welcome to my club, you're a weirdo too. We go all the way to WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns has one of these titles, Cody Rhodes has the other one, and because it is the big 4-0, to try and give it as much moxie as possible, it's Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, and every single championship is on the line. Now you'll be going, Simon, why the hell did we create a new one? Well, you know what WWE is like. They'll do that, and then they'll just split it again. I mean, just look at the past. They do stuff like this all the time. I mean, it is proper 2 + 2 = potato stuff, but if Triple H does have the entire year planned out, which everybody keeps telling me, then yeah, you could create this scenario, and it makes sense why we're planting all these breadcrumbs. Don't think you can plant a breadcrumb. Bread doesn't grow out of the ground. Or does it? No. It also underlines why Reigns is impossible to beat right now, and yes, of course, the draft. Oh my gosh, the draft. We can't possibly muck around with the draft. We've been mucking around with the draft since 2002, and I'm totally convinced that when we get to like August time, all of a sudden those cracks will start to appear, because again, they know where we're going with it. But even if they don't do that, it would actually give more credence to a title versus title match, because you kept Raw and SmackDown separate, so actually you can do it. Also, what a way to end the story that is, with Cody Rhodes being the super duper mega champion, and then he really is set for life. Once you've done that, and once you've taken all Roman Reigns' power, like your Skeletor, I mean, you could lose for 3 years and become Stardust again. think you're going to be okay. The head of the table will have also gone on a crazy record by April 2024, so WWE will have all those numbers they can spout at you. So that's another star we've created for the rest of our lives. And while that all does kind of leave Seth Rollins in the lurch, and he shouldn't be left in the lurch, sometimes that's just the way with wrestling. Although, coming out of WrestleMania 40, just have Seth Rollins beat Cody Rhodes. I mean, why not? Don't tell me we're going to have another record-setting reign. I can't handle another one. When I do break it down in my head, though, I've just got this feeling in my tum-tum that it is going to be situated around these three. And really, when you do go through the entire roster, they are the three biggest stars that WWE has. It's also just what WWE does do because they absolutely love sports entertainment. But I do want to make sure some other people get involved in the mix as well. Because Bobby Lashley, Gunther and Austin Theory will be flying around here too. But given that they at the moment are focusing on the mid-card titles, you want to make sure they have some fire as well. So you can put them there, and when we have got this story done that we do need to finish, then you can reshuffle the deck, especially with someone like Gunther. If he isn't the world champion by the end of 2024, something's gone terribly wrong. Same for Kevin Owens, same for Sami Zayn. And if you want to break those two up and have them engage in a world title feud, I'm not going to get mad. That's like a flipping dream, especially for them. Regardless who does win this brand new belt though, two things have to happen, or at least the winner has to do. One, you've got to keep mentioning Roman Reigns so you don't feel like a scaredy cat. And two, you've got to make sure you inject it with all the prestige. I mean, you've got to treat the thing like it's more important than your mother, because if all of a sudden the fans go, well, he really cares about that thing, surprise, surprise, we'll start to care about it too. Also, while we do remember a lot, we also do have short-term memories. Before long, it would just be a belt that's being defended on pay-per-views. Premium live events. If nothing else, I don't think it's going to be boring. And that's all I can ask for nowadays. If you keep things entertaining and you keep me on my feet and I'm enjoying myself, I actually don't care who wins the thing. Give it to Dana Brooke. And I'm not joking. If you can make it work with Dana Brooke, then good for you, Dane. You've been working hard. And finally, you are going to get your due. Now, of course, the big question is, who do you think is going to win this World Heavyweight Championship? There's a comment section down there, and you can suggest anybody you want, but you have to have your reasonings. It's like when you're in school and you do your mathematics, you can't just put the answer. I want to see how you got there. Also, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Head to whatculture.com where we're always pimping out articles like this. And look, there's a video on the screen. Click one and watch another video. My name is Simon for What Culture. Thank you very much for joining me as always for this Y series. People still ask me, Simon, why do you smack your head on the Y series? I don't know, because I'm a stranger. I'm an oddity. I'm a weird guy. But I've embraced it, and it makes me feel good. You take care. I'll see you soon.